Alright, back to Super Ultra Budget Magic Online. I am playing some Standard right now. We're right before rotation. We're going to be getting the new Ravnica set. I'm playing an Orzhov tokens deck. I'll be able to play. Let's slide this over some so that I can see what I'm doing. This is being on the play. This is not a good place to start. I need more land, and I'm seriously considering going up to 25 lands. I keep getting these one-landers with the high converted mana cost stuff. There's 2 lands and some stuff I can cast, so I'll keep this. This will go on the bottom because it's bottom of a card, but it's not going to help me much if I don't get to it. Happy to see it in here. This gives me draw, which is helpful. There is a lot of card draw in the deck, so that's good. He's pushing it. Okay. That's fine. Chapel. Got 1 card to play. So first I couldn't get any land, and now I can't get any action. You're using located pushes for the dinkiest little stuff. But I guess if you're playing some sort of Esper control, that's what you got. Paying more to counter my creature than what I spent to cast it in the first place. There's white and blue, so I guess there's a good chance we'll end up seeing Teferi and actually see how my deck stacks up against it. I don't see any green though, so maybe not a fog version of it. Makes me wonder. I assume they'll counter this as well. Yep. I'm just blinking away. Welcome. He's trying to decide if he needs to counter it, I guess. So blinking away with my Dusk Legion Zealot. I'm gonna ping him for 1 damage each turn. Opponent's got enough mana now to cast Teferi. It's not great for me. I've got plenty of land, not much to do with it. Especially if I can't actually make anything stick. He's pushing it. 3 failed pushes. Woohoo! More land. Gotta go damaging myself some more. He's gonna counter it. Alright. It's so fun. This is fantastic. More land. Alright. Maybe I should have kept a one-lander. Had some action in my hand. Genius. There's teferi. He's got something to counter a creature with. That doesn't matter because it's not my creatures. Ooh, this is definitely getting countered. The Epicure blood. Blood. Alright. So he's got a teferi with 6 loyalty. He's got 8 cards in hand, and we're going to game 2. Okay, he's not going to let me get out any Ixalan's binding for teferi anyways. But that's not going to stop me from trying. These are just too expensive for me to have much hope of making one stick. But I've still got a lot of card draw stuff here, and so if I can get out ahead of my opponent in terms of the number of cards, then I may be able to do a bit better. A one-lander, but there's stuff I can cast with it, so I'm just going to keep it. And if I can get 2 more lands, then I've got mentors to start churning through stuff. Just hope I can pull a land off the top of my deck for a couple turns in a row. I'm going to have to drop an Epicure for another Plains. is awful. I've got 24 lands in my deck, but it's just not enough when this is what I'm top decking. Arguel's Bloodfast. There. Very easy land here. Gives me a chance to potentially draw more land with the Dusk Legion's outlet. And thankfully my opponent is tapped out. Plains. I'm going to attack. So now I'm in much better shape. Profane Precision, I could have pulled those out because I'm not going to be playing against many creatures here. He's going to counter this one. The Bugler. Guessing he's probably got a counter, but I'll stick eventually. Alright. My chances dwindling. I'm going to start with the Vanguard. Just letting that one go. Then I'll play the Mentor. Interesting, okay. Let the Mentor stick. Awesome sauce. Draw any cards with it, but I've got a couple creatures out. And I've got more cards in hand than my opponent does at this point. So that's good. Somehow I missed my attack step. Okay, so let's start with Legion's Landing to bait him. Okay. Yes. Very good. This is very good. Now I'm stacking up a little bit of card advantage. And that's a good place to be. Would like a little bit more land. Put another something else low to the ground. Okay. does have a light source. It's probably got some sort of border. Okay, that's catching him up for cards in hand. So another mentor. Gear Hulk, okay. So I guess it's a disallow. Activate abilities and play land. That's good. I'm going to swing with everyone but the mentor. So that I can flip the Legion's Landing. That gets me up to my 5th land, which is not enough to cast anything else. But it does give me a little something extra. For if I do run out. Good. Get some land here. This costs 3, and it can't be countered, which is a good thing for me. 3. That allows me to draw. And I already played land for a turn. So that's fine. And I don't need to plow into the right now. Declare attackers, no attackers. So this is good. This gives me a chance to start getting a card advantage engine going. Got too many higher drops to casting a lot of spells right now, but it's at least a start. Opponent's got a full grip of cards too. Okay. Here's another land. I'm going to activate this. Let's see if he's going to kill Mentor. He can't do it with a fatal push. That doesn't mean he doesn't have something else he can do. I guess he can actually counter that ability with a disallow off of a Gear Hulk. So he's got options. Okay. That pretty much taps him out. So it's not going to hit the ground. But now he can't counter 1, 2, 3. It's got to be the Profane Procession, I think. And then I can start exiling his Scarehawks. Good. Do I want to try to activate that or to activate this? I'm going to try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got to disallow. Okay. But I've still got 5 cards in hand. So at least it's something. What did he exile it with? Vraska's Contempt, okay. These attackers, there's no sense in attacking with my Dusk Legion Zealot. Okay. Sure, I'll block one. So, I can put out the Mentor of the Meek, and then do activate Adanto while my opponent is tapped down. I can exile a Gearhulk with the Profane Procession or with Ixalan's Binding. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could potentially do 2 Ixalan's Bindings. Or a Mentor plus an Epic here, or a Mentor plus an Ixalan's Binding, or a Mentor plus an activation of the Profane Procession. 3 for this. That's fine. And then let's activate this on this creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Then I will pass turn. step. So I'm up to 8 mana. That's the point where I can start to really do some work. He's got the Sunken Ruin now, so I cannot Ixalan's Binding it. But I can still potentially Ixalan's Binding either Arguel's Bloodfast or the Torrential Gearhulk. And I wouldn't mind not seeing like that. So land is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ixalan's Binding. Okay. He let me take it. That was unexpected. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hitman. Yes. Good. And okay. So, do I dare to swing? I'm not going to risk it in case he's got. Well, he can't really flash out another Gearhulk because I've got it under Ixalan's Binding. So I guess I'll swing and see how it goes. Could have done that anyways. But he did let me draw a card off of it, so that's nice. This is about the grindiest standard game I've played online before. It's an interesting matchup. Okay. I need to save that Ixalan's Binding in case of emergency. Epicure. You've been holding that for a while, I guess. Okay. And I can still drop another Legion's Landing, but I will hang on to it for now. I'll swing with this one. Opponent hasn't put out a Teferi yet. I would assume there's at least a couple in his deck, but haven't seen it. He's more than halfway through his deck now. He knows I'm not going to counter it. I guess he's just digging for it. There may very well be a couple of the cards in his hand that are just turned. Get me to 4. It could get me back to 3. Then I could swing for 9. That might actually be enough for lethal. So, cast instance, activate abilities. I'm going to. No, it's not worth doing it now. It's all 4 fatal pushes, I guess. He's still at 10. There's Mr. Teferi. Hoping to get a second Ixalan's Binding off the top here, because he's going to counter the first one almost certainly. I don't have enough creatures to swing it to Teferi. Waiting for an Ixalan's Binding. Sitting on the stack. He's not tapping anything yet. I wonder what he is. He's going to go. Does he have some other response to it? Okay. Do I want to play Legion's Landing and deplete the cards in hand? The answer is no. I can't believe I got that Teferi. What did he have for the Forsake the worldly? What is this? I don't even know what forsake the worldly is. Exile target artifact or enchantment, and it has cycling. Wow. Very impressive. Very impressive. Bugler. So let's go ahead and make one of these. Essence extraction, 3 damage. Okay, well, it's still entered the battle. So at least get a card out of it. Oh, that's harsh. The one creature was an Epicure of Blood, and for some reason I kept some Fatal Push in there. Oh, that's rough. Okay. I switch. It's very important my opponent. He's just going to draw cards off of this. Put it into the library. My opponent is down to 17 cards in his library. This is crazy. Draw a card. 16. Did he untap my lands? There's Ajani's welcome. I wonder where those have been all this time. Welcome. All right, so that's game 3. That was game 2, I think. That's where we're at. Yeah, because I took some of those out. Don't necessarily need those. I really don't think there's any use for my Fatal Push right now. So I am going to take that out. Put in some Duress. And then I'm going to take out good. The buglers I still want. We'll take one of these out. And Legion in Vanguard or 2. Let's try it like this. One of us is going to have the clock one out, I think. That was interesting to see my opponent concede that with the teferi on the board. It's not very often. The opponent concedes with teferi on the board. This is a good start. I can keep this for sure. No blue sources, so there's that. I guess I'll swing with my little vampire. And that gets me right to 5 land, which is good. Okay. Legion's Landing to keep. I'm going to keep the new one, actually. Let's go to combat. Two pushes right off the bat. He's got one blue source now. Shawnee's welcome. Now there's 2 blue sources. So the question is, do I cast my Epic here? Or do I cast my Mentor? I think I go for it. With the Epic here. He's got something. I figured he would by the time he had 2 blue sources. Syncopate. Alright. I can't do it. Looks like he started casting something else and then changed his mind. He used the cheaper one. Does give me 2 attackers. I think he still could have countered. Got a Mentor and a Bugler, but I did not have enough for both of them, like I would prefer. I wonder if it would have been correct to wait until I had a 6th land and could do both on the same turn. So now that my opponent has spent some mana, I'll try to cast my Esper. Hopefully I can actually pull a card off of it. Otherwise I'll be sad. Oh, I can just... Alright, at least it's something. And I've still got mana to cast it this turn. So I'll get it out while I can. Let's always yield to that. I think it's my opponent that's talking back and forth on genre. Windsleeve Siphoner? Was not expecting to see that. So I guess I just exile it. So I think I've got a better board position here. And my opponent's down to 9. I got it. Thanks for watching. I was wondering if I was going to get clocked. I was down to 2 minutes on it.